Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillah. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillahi sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Wa man walahum. Walihi tayyibin at-tahirin naqiyyin. Innama yuridu Allahu liyuzhibankum ar-rijsa ahlal bayt wa yutahhirakum tathhira. Wa sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Qala Allahu ta'ala fi shan habibihi. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على سيدنا ونبينا وحبيبنا وشفينا وسندنا ومولانا محمد وبارك وسلم وقال تعالى أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون صدق الله العظيم وصدق رسوله النبي الكريم ونحن على ذلك من الشاهدين والشاكرين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Alhamdulillah, praise be to Allah, the creator of the world, and we must thank to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we must make shukr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has granted us one another Ramadan. How many brothers and sisters they were alive with us last year in the Ramadan. They celebrated Ramadan with us. They celebrated Eid with us. Today they are not with us. They are already in the qabr and they wish they could come back and spend the time in the Ramadan. Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam has said about the value of Ramadan. If my ummah come to know what is the value of Ramadan, then they wish the whole year and entire year is Ramadan. Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam has said, if you miss one roza of Ramadan without any shari reason, if we have any shari reason, that someone is sick, someone is traveler, then Sharia is allow him not to fast. When they get better, then they can fast. But without any Sharia reason, if you leave one roza, one fast of Ramadan, and to compensate, and to make the kafara, or to make the qaza, or to fast the whole year, even the entire year of the roza is not equivalent to one the roza of the Ramadan. Ibadat of the Ramadan, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala increased the bounty. Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, each and every nafal, what you are performing in month of Ramadan is equivalent to farad. Can you imagine, my brothers and sisters in Islam, that nafal is converted to farad? Just like a iron is converted to gold. Who is going to miss it out? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is showering us His blessing. One farad is equivalent to 70 farad. And in a month of Ramadan, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give barakah in a risk of the mu'mineen and believer. And Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam has said that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is so merciful. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is so kind to Ummah Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. From the beginning of Ramadan, from the sighting of the moon of the Ramadan, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is sending malaika alayhi salatu salam who come to the earth. And what they are doing? They are catching, arresting all shayateen, chain them and throw them in ocean. Why? To make easy for the ibadat of the Ramadan for Ummah Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. The main obstacle for the believer is two things. One is a shaitan and one is our nafs. Shaitan is already in a chain. Shaitan already in prison. Shaitan already has been sent to a prison until the sighting of the moon of the Eid. But what about our nafs? That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us fasting. Through this fasting, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is cleaning and clearing our entire system. The physical being, spiritual being, heartly and mentally. Shaykh al-Islam, Hujjatul Islam, Abu Hamid Imam Ghazali rahmatullah alayhi said, when Sayyidina Adam alayhi salatu wasalam, he ate that forbidden fruit. That fruit has an effect, which effect a system of Sayyidina Adam alayhi salam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him siyam. And through the fasting, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala cleared a system of Adam alayhi salam. 11 months, what we are doing evil, going against Quran, ahkam of Allah, ahkam of Rasulullah, ahkam of the Sharia, ahkam of the Deen, which create imbalance in our system, physically, mentally, spiritually. In month of Ramadan, when we are fasting, through this fasting and ibadah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make our heart clean, shining and full of nur. And also Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving us ability to control our nafs. Nafs is more dangerous than the shaitan. How Imam Ghazali rahmatullah alayhi is describing us. When Sayyidina Adam alayhi salatu wasalam made first time shaitan in a physical form, hold his collar, and Adam alayhi salam start arguing with him. And he was fighting with him. Anta fa'alta bi kaza wa kaza hatta ukhritu min al-jannah. O shaitan, O mal'oon, curse of Allah upon you. You did to me and my wife Hawa, and because of your waswasa, because of your misguiding, because of your misleading, I come out from Jannah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Shaitan is very clever to fight and to argue in a logic, in a maqul, in a mantiq. This Imam Razi rahmatullah alayhi said, whenever the shaitan is coming to us with any kind of the idea, any kind of the waswasa, don't argue with him. He's master in argument. He's master in a logic. The first one who came with the logic in front of Allah, in a court of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that was shaitan. So Imam Razi rahmatullah alayhi said, you can't win, you can't fight the shaitan. You can't come over the shaitan in a logic. Rather, whenever he comes with any kind of the idea, and you discuss and argue with him, just you say, La hawla wa la quwwata illa billahi al-aliyyil azim. And you have to read, Amantu billahi wa bi rasuli. Often we have to read at the time of the wasawisat. In most of the cases when I am traveling, within country, out of country, nowadays most of our brothers and sisters, they have very common question. We don't have chain, we don't have sukoon, we don't have a peace, we got a lot of wasawisat. We can't concentrate ibadah, whether it's a zikr, tilawa or salah. Even while we are sleeping, the wasawisat is coming. Such a kind of the wasawisat, sometimes maybe we scared and fear that we are going to lose out our iman. My brothers and sisters in Islam, today's time is the main problem of the ummah throughout the world, is bechani and parashani and the wasawisat. Look at the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. One is reported by Ibn Abbas, one is reported by Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. What Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam say, whenever shayateen is coming with any kind of the waswasa, don't argue, don't fight. Just you have to say, Amantu billahi wa bi rasuli. This often you read. And another hadith reported by Hazrat Abdullah ibn Abbas radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. If there is a constant wasawisat, bechani and parashani, then you read this ayah. هو الأول والآخر والظاهر والباطن وهو بكل شيء عليم. By practicing this two dua, insha'Allah ta'ala, We will come over the shayateen and our service of the shayateen. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him that power because he asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at the time when he was descending from Jannah, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is throwing him from Jannah, when he was coming to the earth, he asked three things to Allah. Said, Allah, I am going. And entire my life, my mission to misguide, to mislead, to give the waswasa to children of Adam. Because of the Adam, I am losing out my status. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I am asking three favor from you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked the shaitan, say what you want. First thing he asked, oh Allah, extend my life till doomsday. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, your life has been extended till the doomsday. Everybody will die, from insan and jinnat. According to Qartabi rahmatullah alayh, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked Malik al-Maut, O Israel, all human, all jinnat, they have passed away, they have died. Is there anyone? Then Malik al-Maut said, Ya Allah, shaitan still alive. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, now is the time of shaitan to die. Among the insan, human being, and among the jinnat, the last and final who is going to die is shaitan, al-mal'ud. May Allah protect us from the makr and farad and deception of the shaitan. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala extended his life till the doomsday. Second thing he asked, oh Allah, my mission to misguide and mislead children of Adam. So I want control of the children of Adam. I want to enter his body. I want to reach each and every part of the body of the human, heart and mind, to play with his emotion, to play with his idea, to control his organs so he can follow me and see that he is going to follow you or follow me. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Inna ibadi laysa laka alayhim sultan. O shaitan, you go. I will give you what you ask. Your life is extended. You will travel in human body. Nabi Karim sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, Yajri fil insane kamajrad dam. Shaitan, he circulates in human body. Shaitan, he travels in human body. Shaitan, he is moving in human body from head to toe, right and left and center, like a blood. Kamajrad dam, how our blood is circulating each and every part of our body. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give that ability, that power and strength to shaitan. He travel in our body. The same Imam Ghazali rahmatullah alayhi said, in Ramadan you don't eat, you don't drink, and you are not allowed to exercise your sexual desire for husband and wife. So we are imitating a quality of the angels. We are imitating a quality of Allah. Allah is not eating, Allah is not drinking. Angels are not eating, angels are not drinking. And they don't have a sexual desire. As a result, their ruhaniyat, their spirituality is so powerful. So in Ramadan, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He wants from this hunger and thirst and controlling our desire to imitate and uplift a spirituality. As a result, the shaitan and shaitaniyat has no power to control us. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give that ability to shaitan. Third thing, he said, oh Allah, I am alone. I can't fight entire children of Adam. Said, oh Allah, you give me my own army, my own military, my own equipment. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, go. You will found ally from the human and jinn. From the jinnat, he got ally. Himself is a jinnat. He is not a new creation. Even if you look at the Surah Kahf, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said about the shaitan, Kana min al-jinn fafasaqa an amri rabbi. Who is shaitan? Who is Azazil? he was jinn. Let me tell you another riwayah from Akamul Jan fi Ahkamil Marjan. In authority of Abdullah ibn Abbas radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. Sahaba asked, Ya Rasulullah, before human being, is there anybody occupied the earth? Nabi Karim sallallahu alaihi wasallam said yes. Before arrival of our father Hazrat Adam and Hawa alayhi salatu wasalam, Jinnah and the Zuriyat of the Jinnah, they occupied the earth. As we have our father Abul Bashar, Hazrat Adam alayhi salatu wasalam, and we are from Hazrat Adam. Jinnat, they are from Abul Jan. Name of our father is Adam, and name of the great-grandfather of the Jinnat is Somiya. The amount of the Anbiya and Rasul Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent to us for the human being, from Adam alayhi salatu salam to the final prophet as Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, equivalent the same amount, nearly 124,000 Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent to Jinnat. The first was Abul Jan, Somiya. And the last prophet of the Jinnat was Yusuf alayhi salam. That is Yusuf of Jinnat. As we have Yusuf alayhi salam, who was the son of Yaqub alayhi salatu wasalam. Jinnat disobeyed Sayyidina Yusuf of his Nabi and his prophet, and they killed him. As a result, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala got angry. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent the azab. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent Malaika alayhi salatu salam from heaven. And the heavenly creature came to the earth and clean up and clear up the land from this mischief people of the Jinnat. One small baby left over. That is Azazil. His name was Azazil that time. Azazil, it means Banda of Allah, Ghulam of Allah, servant of Allah, slave of Allah. There is one riwayah has been reported. One day, Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam has seen Sayyidina Jibreel alayhi salatu wasalam. And Jibreel alayhi salatu wasalam was holding a gila for multism. He was crying constantly. He was weeping, asking only one thing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Oh Allah, don't change my name and don't disfigure me. Don't change my face and don't change my name. That was the dua Jibreel was asking constantly by weeping and crying at the multazam. Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam asked Jibreel alayhi salatu salam after he finished his dua, "O Jibreel, I haven't seen you such a way as you are crying today and asking only one thing from Allah Jalla Jalaluhu and Amma Nawaluhu. Oh Allah, don't change my name, don't disfigure me, don't change my face." Oh Jibreel, what is the reason? Just only one thing you are asking. We can also ask. This is a dua of Jibreel. And can you see when someone is disobeying, how he can change? His name is changed. His face is changed. Maybe physically he looks smart, but spiritually he is the worst and ugliest. And his name is disobedient of Allah, rebellious to Allah. What Jibreel alayhi salatu wasalam said, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, Shaitan, his name was Azazil, Banda of Allah, slave of Allah, servant of Allah, obedience of Allah. When he disobeyed Allah, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered to bow down Adam, to make sajda to Adam, he disobeyed. فَفَسَقَ عَنْ أَمْرِ رَبِّي. He despised command of Allah. He disobeyed command of Allah. He argued with Allah Jalla Jalaluhu wa Manawaluhu. أَنَا خَيْرٌ مِّنْ. Allah better than Adam. You created Adam from the dust. You created me from the fire. Fire is more superior than a mitti, than a dust. Fire always going up, dust remain down. How can I bow down to Adam? Ana khayrun min. That ujub, that kibr, that pride, he brought down shaitan from highest level. What Jibril alayhi salatu wasalam said, immediately he disobeyed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. His name is changed from Azazil, Banda of Allah, to shaitan. Mardud, rejected one. Curse of Allah upon him. He's under the curse of Allah. He's under the wrath of Allah. He rejected one. Shaitanul Rajim. Shaitan, Mardud, the rejected one. And also Jibril alayhi salatu said, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, immediately after disobeying of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, his face got changed. We do not know how smart he was. And we do not know now how the ugly he is. It's only we will see at the day of the Qiyamah. Yes, we will see. Even if you look at the Quran. Those people who are following shaitan, they must know this ayah. وَقَالَ الشَّيْطَانُ لَمَّا قُضِيَ الْأَمْرِ. At the day of the Qiyamah, when the mizan will set, and Amal is going to be scaled, and the children of Adam, they are blaming to shaitan. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asking, I have sent more or less 124,000 prophets, what make you not to follow them? And what make you to follow the disobeying of shaitan? Why you follow the shaitan? Why you did the guna and sin? So each and every human and jinnat, they are going to blame the shaitan. Said Allah is shaitan who misguide us. Is shaitan who mislead us. Because of the shaitan, we left your way, we left the deen, and we went against Allah and Rasul. So then shaitan is going to answer, فَلَا تَلُومُونِي وَلُومُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ. فَلَا تَلُومُونِي, don't blame me. Blame yourself. إِنِّي دَعَوْتُكُمْ فَاسْتَجَبْتُمْ لِي. I never come with machine gun. I never come with AK-47. I never come with the bomb. I never come with any force. I never put gun on your head to follow me. Inni da'awtukum. I invited you. I call you. And when someone is inviting you, you got the right, you got choice whether to accept, not to accept. Fastajabtum li. You accepted my invitation. فَلَا تَلُومُونِي وَلُومُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ. Don't blame me, blame yourself. That day only we can see shaitan in his real form. Everybody is going to hate, want to hit him, kill him, but it's too late. Today is the time to fight shaitan. That's a Ramdan to us. To create that steam, to boost ourselves. Now final days is around. The last 10 days we are passing through. And Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed my ummah with one great night, the night of power. Inna anzalnahu fi laylatil qadr. That is the night of Qadr. In this night, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed the Quran. In this night, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sending Jibreel. In this night, Jibreel alayhi salatu salam is coming with the 4 flags. One he keep at Baytullah. The another one he keep at Rawza Mubarak of Rasulullah. The third one he put at Mountain Sinai, where Sayyidina Musa alayhi salatu salam, he got Tawrah, he got the Nabuwa, and he got Hamkalami with Allah Jalla Jalaluhu wa Nawaluhu. And the 4th one at Masjid Aqsa. Then Jibreel alayhi salatu salam is ordering Malaika alayhi salatu salam to go and spread wherever the Ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam is busy making dua, ibadat, zikr, salah, tilawat. You enter their house and their premises and say Ameen to the dua. If we get one night in our lifetime, what Nabi alayhi salatu salam said, Laylatul Qadr khayrun min alfi shahr. Alf means 1,000. That one night is better than 1,000 months. And if you calculate 1,000 months, it will come 83.4. It means nearly 84 years of the ibadah is equivalent if we get a one night of Laylatul Qadr. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us. And Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, the possibility of that night you seek in last 10 days of the Ramadan, and especially in odd number night, 21st, 23rd, 24th, 27th, 29th, these 5 nights. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is so kind, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blesses this month of Ramadan to elevate ourselves spiritually and mentally, to fight shaitan and nafs. We are coming back to our point, what Imam Ghazali rahmatullah alayhi has said about the dangers of our nafs. But let me finish about the shaitan. The 3 power which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him. You mustn't think that shaitan is so powerful and we can't fight back. No. That impression take out from our head and from our mind. Because Allah has said in Holy Quran, Inna kayda shaitan kana dha'ifa. Allah has said dha'ifa. The makar of shaitan, deception of the shaitan, a power of the Satan is very weak. He only gave us idea. Inni da'awtukum fastajabtum li. I invited you, you accepted my invitation. So why we accept his invitation? We said, La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him the 3 power to taste us. We have Ramadan to elevate spirituality, to fight the shaitan and nafs. They are the main 2 obstacles for our life, to reach to Allah, to achieve our goal. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him this 3 power. As I told you, Allah extended his life till the doomsday. Yajri fil insani ka majra dam. He traveled in our body like a blood. And number 3, kasratul junood. Huge army. Huge ally from human and from the jinnah. They are all working according to Imam Ibn Jawzi rahmatullah alayh. There are 7 departments of the shaitan. Day and night they work hard. And every week Satan got his assembly. He gathered all of his shayateen, those who are working under him, to take the report. And asking one by one everybody, what you did, what you did, what you did, what you did. He is not happy from anyone. Until one standing and telling, I made fight between husband and wife. As a result, husband was so angry, out of the anger, he divorced his wife. Can you imagine, my brothers and sisters in Islam, how anger is danger for us? Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he advised to one of his sahabi when he asked, Ya Rasulullah, give me the nasiyah. Nabi Allah said, La taghdab, don't be angry. Second time he asked, Zidni Ya Rasulullah, give me some more. Nabi Allah said, La taghdab, don't be angry. Third time he asked, Zidni Ya Rasulullah. Nabi alayhi salam said, La taghdab, don't be angry. Fourth time he asked, Nabi Allah said same thing, La taghdab, don't be angry. He said, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, 4th time I asked the same question. And you give me the same answer, La taghdab, La taghdab, La taghdab, don't be get angry. Nabi alayhi salam asked him, 4th time you ask me, did I got angry? Did I change my face? Said the akhlaq Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. How cool, calm, responding to his sahaba, welcoming to sahaba, repeat and repeat and repeating. But Nabi Allah is not getting angry. And my brothers and sisters in Islam, when they Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam, he asked the shaitan, oh shaitan, how you conquered and destroyed children of Adam? Shaitan said, Musa, at 3 places look after me. The 3 places I am very strong. I can catch human. I can control the human. And I destroyed human and humanity. I work with the full force with my army and with my ally. Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam said, what is that 3 place which is very danger for the human being? Satan said the first thing, when human beings, children of Adam alayhi salatu salam, have an intention to do good, to give some charity, to read the namaz, to read the Quran, to do the wazifa, to do the zikr, to go in the path of Allah, to do anything good, I go with my full force, with my army, with my ally, to take him away. That's why whenever we have good intention to do, immediately we do. Otherwise, Shaitan is going to control our mind, and he is going to give us so many ideas, and until we fall in the trap of the Shaitan. Second thing, Shaitan, he said, "Oh Moses, oh Musa, when two young boys and girls are alone in a room, there is no third one. I am the third one there. Be careful. The time if you don't look after your morality, your sharam, your haya, your dignity and fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then I am a messenger from both sides, from the male and female, from the boy and girls. I am passing the messages. I am creating that atmosphere so they can fall in an immoral act. That is the second danger place. And the third thing, what the Shaitan told to Musa alayhi salam, "Oh Musa, when son of Adam is angry, then I travel in his body. I go to his eyes. And you can see the angry man, his eyes is red. And out of anger, what he is saying, what he is doing, and later he regret. So many times the people they found, he divorced his wife. We asked what's the reason. He said, I was angry. Out of the anger we say something, but the friendship get broke. Father and son, brother and brother, husband and wife, friend and partner. How many places people are losing out their credibility because of the anger. But if we control our anger, then inshallah ta'ala we don't have a problem. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave this three power to Shaitan. And he worked day, night, overnight. He got 7 departments. Each one is giving a work with the full force they are working. So every week he put his throne, his takat on the ocean, on the surface of the water of the ocean. He called his people. He asked for the karguzari. And he is not happy from anyone. Except when someone is saying, I made fight between husband and wife. As a result, out of the anger, husband gave divorce to his wife. Shaitan standing up, holding him, hugging him. He take out his crown and put on his head. And you are the master of ceremony. And for the 1 week, he is a master of the ceremony. Can you imagine, my brothers and sisters in Islam, how anger is danger and how Shaitan is manipulating our mind and heart and controlling ourselves. But when the Shaitan is in a cage, when the Shaitan in a prison, in a chain, in a month of Ramadan, he is leaving his nafs to decolonize ourselves. You know, the British, they colonized. After the colonial rule has been over and the country got independent, now after the colonial rule, they decolonized. So Shaitan, he decolonized to our nafs. And nafs is more dangerous than the Shaitan. That's why Imam Ghazali rahmatullah alayhi said, when Adam alayhi salam hold the collar of the Shaitan and said, you did this and that to me. And because of that, I come down to earth. So Shaitan, he answered to Adam alayhi salam, you are blaming me. That I am the cause of problem. But Adam, tell me, who do I blame? There was no other Shaitan. So Adam alayhi salam got shocked. It's true. There was no other Shaitan. Whom is guide? Whom is led to the Shaitan? The Shaitan himself, he said, my nafs, my ego, my being, my pride, my arrogance, hold me back not to follow command of Allah. That's why Imam Ghazali rahmatullah alayhi said, Shaitan, his kaid, his deception, his trap is very weak. But your nafs, always with you. Control your nafs. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us month of Ramadan. We are not eating, we are not drinking, we have a wife got a husband, and there is no one to watch us. but yet we are not going to exercise anything. Why? We fear that Allah is seeing, Allah is watching. So this feeling must be circulated throughout the year and throughout our life, that each and every step we have to think istizar of Allah, istizar of the akhirat, realization of the presence of Allah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us Laylatul Qadr, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our dua. Ya Ilahi Alameen, whatever ummah is suffering today from the corona, wherever they are, Wallah, by your fazal and karam, by the sadqa and wasila of your mahbub, alayhi salatu wasalam, Ya Allah, you give us shifa. All those who are sick, give them shifa kamila. Ya Ilahi Alameen, those who are pareshan, Wallah, you remove our pareshani. Ya Ilahi Alameen, those who are depressed, and they are under constant attack of the shayateen wasawis and nafs wasawis, Ya Allah, you protect us from the wasawisat of the shaitan and wasawisat of the nafs. Oh Allah, 20 days to Ashara already passed away from us. Whatever the ghaflat we made, you make us maaf. Whatever the days is remain, whatever the night is remain, oh Allah, you give us strength to make exercise, full ibadah in the last final days of Ramadan. Oh Allah, so many of our brothers and sisters, they were with us last year. They are not today with us. They are already under your mercy. Oh Allah, you covered them under your mercy. Allah, you make the maghfirat and give the high status in Jannah. Ya Ilahi Alameen, lots of people are asking for the dua. Ya Ilahi Alameen, wherever they are, whatever they need, oh Allah, you fulfill their need. Whatever their parishani, you remove their parishani. Ya Ilahi Alameen, those who are suffering in a prison and in a case, an unjustification from the tyrant and from the zalimeen. Ya Ilahi Alameen, you protect the ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. There is no anyone beside you to protect us, to help us, to assist us. Ya Ilahi Alameen, each and every era, each and every time of the ummah, you send them Anbiya alayhi salam and Rasul alayhi salatu salam, they always protected the nation. Ya Ilahi Alameen, there is no any prophet will come till the day of the Qiyamah. Your Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam is a final prophet, and there is no prophet will come. Your prophet hand over us to you. Ya Allah, we are under your security. Ya Allah, we are under your custody. Ya Allah, we are under your guidance. Ya Allah, we can't see the shaitan. We can't see the nafs. Oh Allah, you can see them. Ya Allah, we have no control over shaitan. We don't have a control over nafs. Ya Allah, you have control over everything. Ya Ilahi Alameen, you protect us from the deception of the shaitan, from the deception of the nafs. اللهم ارنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وارنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه. Ya Ilahi Alameen, all of our sisters who are sitting at home and they are listening, whatever their wish, whatever they need, whatever the requirement, Ya Allah, fulfill their need and wish. And Ya Ilahi Alameen, accept all our ibadah. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين فاستغفروه إنه الغفور الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.